Hey folks, it's Arthur, but my friends call me Archie. This podcast episode is sponsored by you. If you have a more personal situation you want me to give my in-depth commentary on, send me an email. Thank you guys keeping this channel going. Let's get right into this. So I had a discussion with a person this morning about a video that they saw online. I thought this was quite interesting. It's titled How to Keep a Woman, The Past is Prologue by Psych Hacks by Dr. Orion Taraban. Hopefully I'm saying this correctly. This is such an interesting a video. I think the title of this section will be called What Red Pill Gets Wrong. In my opinion, of course. Everything is from my point of view, right? In my opinion, what is wrong with this video, let me just give you a quick summary of what this video is stating, okay? He makes this comparison, and I'm going to try to strongman the argument, okay? He makes this comparison of the dynamics in a relationship between a woman and a man. He says that the men, when they have some sort of transaction, then there's this sense of feeling in debt, and that we are motivated by this feeling of feeling in debt to a person, but also from society, that if we don't repay a person with kindness, if we don't make something sort of transactional, kind of a tit-for-tat situation, then we feel that we will be in debt as men, right? Okay, there's definitely some truth to that, yeah, naturally. Now, he says that with a woman, and this is the metaphor that he gives, is that a woman is like your stomach, that it doesn't matter if you have fed your stomach every day for the last 20 years, your stomach, when it is hungry, it still wants more food. And what he's saying is that women are looking for things, and you have to always have something to give them, okay? And this is quite understandable, okay? A lot of these people in these red pill podcasts, that there are so many of them nowadays, they talk about men and women dynamics, okay? And in this there is a reason why they talk about it in this way, okay? I think as people, as humans, we form models for how we view the world, how the world works. And these men and women, right, because there are some women that share these opinions as well, they have found that there is a pattern in society, and that men tend to operate this way and that women tend to operate this way, okay? And that is valid for these people, okay? This is how they see the world, and this is how what most things are fitting into, okay? At the end of this argument, he says that as a man, you should always have something to continue to give the woman, and this is what gives you leverage, that in your relationship, if you run out of things to give her, then the only thing to give her left is divorce. And this is what she will probably want, okay? So the way that we're going to strongman this argument, okay? They are absolutely correct in the fact that people want things, okay? People are not going to be in relationships for absolutely no reason or for just loyalty. There are some people that do this, that are in relationships for just loyalty, but that can be seen from both men and for women. I think everyone knows someone that they question, why are you with this person, right? And you can sum it up to loyalty, right? They're with them for loyalty. There are also many situations where a woman or a man is with each other because they are looking for some gain, okay? This is absolutely true. And I think that maybe what these men are getting at with the red pill is that with the culture that we have today, things are looking often more and more transactional, right? Totally understand, okay? But I think what the red pill misses in this context is that before looking at gender, let's look at people, right? This idea that I shared, I think, a few episodes ago, that if you don't have a project in your relationship, if you don't have a goal to have together, then your partner becomes your project. I think that this is true. I think that people operate on what they have, on what they can see. So what I mean by this is that, let's say that you were going to join a business relationship. You know, this is really specific to any type of relationship, but let's say that it's a business relationship where you guys are going to have a restaurant together, right? If you have the vision of having a restaurant together and your partner has the vision of having a restaurant together, then you're going to strive to have this restaurant together. Now, when you finally have what kept you guys together the whole time is having the restaurant. When you finally have the restaurant, now there needs to be some ambition, some more goals that need to go with this, right? And the point of this is because the eye wanders, you know? People are naturally ambitious, people naturally want things for many reasons, and the eye wanders and you begin to have ambitions. When you share an ambition with your partner, now we're going to expand the restaurant, we're going to open a franchise, we're going to have many locations, we're going to expand the menu, we're going to, you know, when you start to have more goals with the person, more shared ambitions, this is what keeps the person together. And it doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman or two women or two men or two non-binary, it doesn't matter. People are tied together by common interests and by common goals. And so when he's talking about, you know, that the only thing that keeps a woman is what she wants, this is what keeps anybody, you know? And I just think that it's a shame to overlook human nature and to pin it specifically on this is how women operate. I think in a broader sense, this is how people operate. People stay because they have a shared interest together, you know? And so what I want to say with this is that when we see that certain ideologies are pervasive, there is a reason generally for this happening, okay? I think that a reason why marriage is a religious institution, why people get married in religious contexts, is because the goals, the marriage is supposed to last the whole life and beyond sometimes, you know? And so it has heavenly aspirations. And so I think this is really useful because it removes the definition or the precision of when the goal ends. If you have a goal that is authorized by a religious institution and your goal of your marriage is to progress or have some sort of spiritual gain in the afterlife, in whatever sense that might be, then it removes the finality of some goal happening here. You never have this need for more ambition because your ambition is even greater than the things that could be accomplished on earth. If I was to have a partner and I said, like, you know, we want to have this goal and our goal is to have the restaurant, but we want that even in the afterlife, our restaurant is the greatest restaurant known to man. And so we will continue to progress to have the most refined restaurant. This goal is literally outside of my lifetime. Therefore, with this person, the shared goal and the shared vision that I have with this person will take me until death. I don't have to continue searching for ambitions. So I would say that if a person finds themselves in a situation where their spouse is asking for more and more of them, you have to ask yourself, what are the shared ambitions that you have with this person? What are the shared goals that you contribute to together? And can your vision go a bit further? Can you share the same ambitions as them, right? And you'll notice that many people that are in these religious institutions, they have these really, really far shared ambitions, and this has been very useful to them. And so if you're a religious person, then maybe focus on this, external goal, which is extending beyond your life, right? I think that this really helps to solidify the union because, in my opinion, people are together for a reason and there's intentionality. And if you're not together for a reason, then it's easy to find a reason to not be together. So this is my opinion on why what red pill misses a bit, that they specify too much to the genders, in my opinion. I think that there are a lot of things in human nature that just tend to be that way and is not necessarily just reserved for any one gender. If you have a different opinion, you can go ahead and leave it in the comments. I think we can have a great conversation about this, and I would love to hear if you have any opinions that are similar to mine or against mine. I'm very open to either or. And if you have a situation that you feel like is totally different, that it needs some sort of further examination, please feel free to send me an email and we'll talk about it and we'll get some insight on this. I think it would be quite interesting. So I really enjoy the community that we're building, and I appreciate you guys always. Have a good one.